What has gotten us to this point is the mergers and consolidations of ag input suppliers. In 2015, Monsanto and Bayer merged. They were competing against each other. And that was during Obama's administration. They didn't do a thing about that. They let it happen. They let it happen. When I started farming, we had 5 or 6 Arkansas-based seed companies. Monsanto.
How many are there?
There's none. There's none. They're all owned by Bayer or Pioneer.
In the last 40 years, thousands of seed companies have merged into 3. 46 fertilizer firms have merged into 4. And just 2 farm machinery companies dominate the markets for tractors and combines.
Just for easy numbers, say I'm going to make $500 an acre gross on an acre of whatever. Well, those companies know that, and they will price their stuff up to like $490. The lack of competition is the reason they can keep those prices inflated, and there's nothing we can do about it.
That ability to raise prices is a big part of why, while farmers are just breaking even, major input companies maintain steadily high profit margins.
This is terrifying. What? Farmers across America are going bankrupt. They're calling it Farmageddon. Good. Serves them right for supporting Trump. You still don't get it, do you? Where do you buy food? The grocery store? And you think food prices are bad now? Just wait. Tariffs have decimated farmers. What do you think happens when you start ridiculous trade wars with other countries? They get mad? Yeah, understatement. China's the world's top soybean buyer, and soybeans alone brought in $13 billion for American farmers last year. Now those sales, almost all gone. Yikes. And that's not all. These immigration crackdowns, some farms lost 100% of their workers, all kidnapped by ICE. Now, how do you pick food without workers? You can't. It's rotting in the field. Whoa. Plus, seeds, feeds, machinery, potash, pesticides, all more expensive than ever before. Then you add on high interest rates, and what do you get? Farmageddon? Bingo. And farmers were already 3 times more likely to die by suicide. Ugh. And don't forget, in 22...
Today in Trump's America, small-town farms in Arkansas are begging for welfare. They can't sell their soybeans to China. Who knew that so many farmers were making $10,000 an acre from China? Who knew? But instead of pulling up their bootstraps, they're going for welfare. They're going for subsidies. They're going for American handouts. Just mere months after saying, we don't support welfare programs, cut Medicare, cut Medicaid, cut everything to these LGBTQIARSTUV people. Pull up your bootstraps, Arkansas. Sell something Americans want to buy. Talk to your man Donnie Darko about the Department of War, because hell, they might be coming to your town soon. He might be bringing the National Guard to Arkansas and you won't have any farmland left anyway. Look, folks, Donnie Darko is destroying America, and if you can't see it, it's a part of the Heritage Foundation, Project 2025. Go look it up. It's a blueprint. Donnie Darko is following it to a T.
People are spending so much time arguing about politics, elections, and social media battles that something important is slowly being ignored. While everyone keeps their eyes on the loud headlines, another reality is growing quietly in the background. And that reality is happening in farming communities. Most people wake up in the morning and never think twice about food. You walk into a grocery store, pick up vegetables, meat, bread, rice, milk, and continue with your day. It feels normal because food has always been there. But here's the question. What happens when the people producing that food start struggling? Because farming is not like most businesses. A farmer spends money months before seeing results. They buy seeds, fertilizers, equipment, fuel, and machinery. They hire workers and invest huge amounts hoping that when harvest season arrives, everything works out. But what happens if costs keep climbing higher and higher? Imagine spending more money every year but making less at the end. Imagine working for months only to realize that the profit you expected disappeared before you even started harvesting. That pressure starts building, and pressure creates consequences. Many people think problems in farming only affect farmers, but that's where people get it wrong. Food connects everyone. When farms struggle, supply chains struggle. When supply chains struggle, prices rise. And when prices rise, regular people feel it immediately. Families feel it when buying groceries. Restaurants feel it. Small businesses feel it. Workers feel it. Everybody eventually feels it. Now, different people have different explanations for why this happens. Some blame trade policies. Some blame corporations. Some blame economic systems. Some blame politicians. Everyone has somebody they want to point at. But maybe there is a bigger issue people are missing. Maybe we've become too busy arguing over politics while ignoring problems happening in real communities. Because behind all these numbers are actual people. People trying to protect farms built by parents and grandparents. People trying to create opportunities for their children. People trying to hold on to something their families spent generations building. And when those people start losing hope, that's when the bigger problem begins. Because if younger generations stop believing farming has a future, then who takes over later? Who continues producing food? Who replaces the people leaving? Those are uncomfortable questions, but they're real questions. A country can survive many things. Political arguments come and go. Leaders change. Trends change. But food will always matter. And if the people responsible for producing it continue, facing pressure without real solutions, then eventually the problem becomes larger than farming itself. Maybe the real question is whether people are paying attention before the situation becomes even bigger. Drop your thoughts below and tell me what